Okay. I'll check in with him. Folks, we're going to wait for just one more moment, so talk amongst yourselves. We felt that awkward silence. It was very pregnant. Let's not have that baby here. Let's just keep talking, right?
Good afternoon. My name is Allison Gill, and I have the pleasure of serving as provost here at Lees-McRae College. This is also my first honors and award day, having missed the first 62. So, several years ago, there was this great little article about how we need to stop using the word awesome, because it was, at least at that time, the most overused word in the English language. Now, for those curious minds out there, pivot is currently considered the most overused word. But at that time, awesome was seen as something Americans used to describe just about everything. How are you doing today, Josh?
Awesome.
Hey, Nat, how was the performance last night? Awesome, yeah. Jennifer, you just moved to Banner Elk last year. How is it? When a word describes everything, it describes nothing. I often wonder about the author of the article I'm going to parrot in a second. I can't quite picture them, but that still doesn't stop me from trying. Here's what they said. So the use of awesome as a default word for just about everything is a killer of accuracy and clarity. It bespeaks imprecision, inaccuracy, comfort with non-communication, and impoverishment of imagination. Awesome is not cool. It is not outre. It is not out of the box. It is mindless, shallow, slothful, ersatz, and ultimately disrespectful of anyone you are speaking to. For those curious minds out there, ersatz means an inferior or artificial substitute. Mindful of that, I am not ever going to tell you that you are awesome. Let me be more accurate, more clear, more precise, and in so doing, hopefully send these words flying through the air to each of you today. I am in awe of you. I'm in awe of you. You have faced challenges in education, the likes of which the modern world has never seen. Your faculty, your beloved faculty, faced this head on and basically said, "Hold my beer, I've got this." Faculty, you continued to deliver on the promises of this institution, and you did not ever let your students down. And you, the rest of you, you showed up. You showed up again and again and again, and you wrote a story that this place will never forget, and this is the day that we celebrate those accomplishments. I am in heart-stopping awe of you. Today we celebrate you, all of you, and come together to say, well done. You are not awesome. You are extraordinary. Speaking of extraordinary, I want to introduce Mr. Josh Yoder, whom I think many of you know. Josh will serve as our MC and take us through this event. Josh, handing this over to you. Awesome.
Thank you, Dr. Gill. That was awesome. In all seriousness, good afternoon, friends, colleagues, scholars, Bobcats, families, all. I am Josh Yoder. I'm the Director of Theater Arts here at Lees-McRae, and it is my great honor to MC this event for you today. I'll be introducing the faculty and administrators who will be presenting all of these hard-earned and well-deserved awards, and a few moments of business beforehand. So, the way this process is going to go, the presenter will come up here, they will speak at this lectern, and they will speak about the person who's going to get the award. Then, I would ask that the presenters do come up what we like to call the stage left stairs here, and they will proceed here. Then the person who's getting the award will go over these stairs over here and walk up this way, stage right, house left, and you will meet in the middle to present the award. There is a white X. X marks the spot where you should land after getting that award, and there will be a photograph taken of you. Also, please take a moment to silence your cell phones. The state of North Carolina requires that I tell you there are exits that you must use in the unlikely event of an emergency. And cabin pressure may drop and things will fall down. Yeah, we do all that. Okay, so I am very happy to be here today and celebrating the hard work that students, staff, and faculty do to make Lees-McRae what it is. And I am an actor, but don't worry, I am comfortable on stage, but I promise I'm not going to break into song this afternoon. So, without further... Dr. Hannah, we talked about this. I just told these good people I wasn't... Oh, boy. Oh, man, I don't know my lines. Really?
God, I hope I get it.
I hope I get it.
God, I hope I get it. God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many people does he need? How many people does he need? God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many boys, how many girls? How many boys, how many? Look at all the people. At all the people. How many people does he need? How many boys, how many girls? How many people does he need? I really need this job. Please, God, I need this job. I've got to get this job.
Well, we're awake now. I really need this job. I hope I get it. I hope I get it indeed. It's a sentiment you would think would be appropriate for an awards ceremony, but maybe not here at Lees-McRae, because in my experience, in the 4 years I've been here, students, faculty, and staff here at Lees-McRae are more concerned than giving what they can of their time, talent, hard work, and energy than they are with getting anything. Still, today is a celebration of the extraordinary achievements in our college community. And next, we're going to hear from the Highlanders, who I was going to invite up onto the stage, but I see that they've already invited themselves. And they are going to give a rendition of the famous Robert Frost poem, what's it called? The Road Not Taken, less traveled by. The Road Not Taken, thank you.
Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long. I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the others just as fair, and having perhaps a better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black.
Oh, I kept the furs for another day.
Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back.
who will be presenting Alpha Chi Induction Awards.
Let me first invite the following students to the stage, if they're present. Amalia Hernandez Bautista, who's majoring in elementary education. Gracie Brindle, majoring in wildlife biology. Victoria Helms, criminal justice. Julia Lagrone, majoring in criminal justice. Brooke Robertson, criminal justice. And Lila Swan, elementary education. Alpha Chi National College Honor Society is an American collegiate honor society recognizing achievements in general scholarship. Formed in 1922, today there are 300 college chapters across the United States. Alpha Chi invites college juniors and seniors and graduate students who are in the top 10% of their class into its ranks. This year, the North Carolina Chi chapter at Lees-McRae College is pleased to welcome these students as new members of its society. Please join me in congratulating these students on their achievement. We'll have our formal induction ceremony on Friday the 6th at 4:30 in Evans Auditorium. It's open to the public if you'd like to attend, so thank you.
Next up to present the Biology Award is Dr. D. Medford Baker.
Hello. Those of you that know me know that this goes in direct opposition to my pathological introversion, but my colleagues volunteered me for this, and I'll do it for the students. So the Biology Award is given annually to a student of the graduating class who demonstrates exceptional academic performance and extracurricular experience. The decision is based on GPA, leadership, research, service, and community involvement. This year, the award is going to a senior from St. Augustine, Florida, who has excelled in the classroom as well as on the soccer field. Her coach describes her as being a tremendous leader. I would describe her as being one of the kindest students I've ever had the pleasure of teaching at Lees-McRae. While completing her BS in biology, she served as the captain of the soccer team, was in the honors program, and received the All-Conference Academic Team Award, United Soccer Coaches Ethics and Sportsmanship Award, and the D2 ADA Academic Achievement Award. After graduation, she plans to pursue a career in education. I'm happy to present the inaugural Biology Award to Maddie Klein.
Next up, I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Kevin Phillips, who will be presenting the Bridge Builders Award.
Hey everybody, how you doing today? My name is Kevin Phillips. I'm the Vice President for Enrollment and Student Affairs. The Bridge Builders Award is given by the Student Affairs Office to a faculty or staff member who is building bridges between curricular and co-curricular experiences and learning for our students. And while there's certainly a lot of people that we could have chosen for this award is going to a faculty member who really gets down in the trenches with the students and helps them in a lot of different aspects, participating in things like the exam breakfast, also getting out there and meeting with them in different groups, helping with our student appreciation dinner. And from what I've been told, he also bakes pretty delicious brownies and delivers them throughout campus, though I have not received a brownie, just for the record. But at the end of the day, he's also announcer of our basketball games and gets involved with a lot of students. Many of our students refer to him as P. Kev, which is Professor Kevin, not to be confused with me, who someone told me I was Big Kevin the other day. I'm not sure what that meant. But anyway, this award, and deservedly so, goes to Professor Kevin Daly.
Next, I would like to welcome to the stage Dr. Glenn Weaver, who will be presenting the Business Administration Award.
I'm Dr. Glenn Weaver, Associate Professor of Business Administration in the School of Business and Management. I get the great honor of awarding the Business Administration Award. This award is presented to the senior business student whose academic achievement, leadership, service, and academic integrity best reflect the potential for ethical and effective managerial or administrative leadership. This year's award winner comes from Black Mountain, North Carolina. He's an honors student concentrating in accounting, finance, and marketing. Is that enough? While maintaining a 3.94 GPA. He's a medal-holding cyclist, and sadly, I think he's actually away this week in California competing. I can say that as a faculty member, he's a joy to have in the classroom. He's always prepared, very inquisitive, always asking me very, very difficult questions and keeping me on my toes. So this year's Business Administration Award winner is Liam Flanagan.
Our next award is presented by Ms. Catherine Oglietti, and that award will be Business Administration Online.
It is an honor to present the Business Administration Award for the online program. This award is given to a senior who exhibits leadership and excellence in the business field and superior academic performance. There was broad consensus among my colleagues who teach in the Business Online program that this student richly deserves this award. She is an engaged student consistently. She has great insight as to how the material that we're learning is applied in the world outside of academics. I don't like to say the real world because academics is also the real world, just the business world is a little bit different. She displays excellent work ethic, critical thinking, teamwork, curiosity, and a genuine passion for learning. Outside of the classroom and being a full-time student, this student is also a dedicated mother of 3 and a clinic administrator at a family practice in Monroe, North Carolina, where she is from. I am pleased to present this award to Sharon Edwards.
Our next award will be presented by Mr. Michael Yao, and that will be the Communications, Arts, and Design Award.
Hello. The recipient of the Communication Arts and Design Award is a dedicated artist. She received the prestigious Lees-McRae Scholarship in 2019 and has also received for her recognition for digital illustrations several times in our juried exhibitions over the last couple years, most recently 2nd place. What I've appreciated most about this student is her willingness to accept criticism and give it while staying grounded in her own values. Her thesis exhibition will be going up in the gallery just next week, so keep your eye out for that. It's excellent. And she just accepted a position as an art teacher at Sugarloaf Elementary in Taylorsville, where she will be living and working this summer. Please join me in congratulating Kimberly Goulds.
Next up to present the Criminal Justice Award will be Ms. Tracy Holman.
Hello. Main Campus Criminal Justice is one of our criminal justice programs that we have here, and I'm going to do those awards. The Main Campus Criminal Justice Award is given to a senior criminal justice major who is found to exhibit leadership and superior academic performance within the discipline of criminal justice. This year, it was very, very tough to decide who was getting this award. We decided to give it to 2 students this year, and a little bit about the first student. This student is a criminal justice major. She is also one of the first students here at Lees-McRae to have our specialization in forensic psychology. She has an outstanding GPA. She is a very strong leader in the classroom, and she has a strong work ethic. She has a passion for writing and learning. She is a member of the National Association of Black Journalists. She has worked as a behavioral therapist for children with autism spectrum disorder. She would eventually love to teach herself one day in college. She is from Augusta, Georgia. So Ryan Burris gets our first Criminal Justice Award. Ryan Burris. I'm back. Our second recipient of the Criminal Justice Award for Main Campus also has an outstanding GPA. He is a strong leader inside and outside the classroom. He is a captain on the lacrosse team. He is an RA. He is a member of Order of the Tower. He is a member of Alpha Chi. He is the president of Alpha Phi Sigma from Washington State, Aiden Erickson.
Next, we'd like to invite Mr. Jerry Turbyfield for the Criminal Justice Award Online.
It's an honor to present this award today for the Criminal Justice Online program. This particular student is a slightly more seasoned student than we would typically have here on campus. She's a resident of Watauga County, not far away at all, just across the line. She lives in one of the oldest houses that's been consecutively lived in Watauga, that was built in like the 1840s, which was pioneer days for this area. She lives with her husband. She has a 13-year-old daughter who she said, I think she's 20, which I understand since I have a young teenager. She also lives with 2 German shepherds at her house. She currently works in environmental science, but she has an interest in getting into some aspect of the courts and working with them. She's a fantastic student. Her work is virtually flawless. And she's a 4.0 student. She's going to go out and do great things. So if she is here, Jenna Eisenhower, will you come on down?
Our next award is the English Award, and I'd like to welcome Mr. Matthew Wimberly up to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. 1 week left today. Yeah, pretty good. We've done it. So the English Award recognizes an English major whose written and oral analyses demonstrates both appreciation and depth of understanding. It was also a unanimous, I think, an immediate decision when thinking about this student. This year's award goes to an English student who once asked me, do you think it'd be okay if I spoke in class? And I said, yeah, I think that'd be pretty good. From there, they went on to continually impress and astound me with their thoughtful, enlightening, and serious consumption of literature, doing what Ben Jonson implores us all to do, which is to ingest language. I should add, in this case, this is not their first language, English. And while I watched over 4 years the student grow as a scholar and as a poet, I also saw how their humility and kindness did as well. The study of English literature is no small thing, particularly if you're reading and writing in a second language, if you're also the captain of the soccer team, if you are maintaining a 4.0 while being a double major, interning with McNair Turnau at a law firm. And it is a great honor to present this award to Johannes Oxvenad from Hammersak, Norway. Johannes cannot be here. Yes. Johannes left us in December. He graduated in December, and he cannot be here today. He is somewhere studying for the LSAT, I understand. So thank you to Johannes, and congratulations. Thanks.
Next up, we have Ms. Sally Wimberly, who's coming to the stage to present the Exercise Science Award.
Hello, everybody. So the Exercise Science Award is given every year to a senior. This is someone who has demonstrated exceptional academic performance and extracurricular experiences. We base this decision off of GPA, excellence in research, leadership, service, and community involvement, and it is a very hard task because my students are the best. This year, the award is going to a senior from Bishopville, South Carolina. This person has excelled in the classroom as well as on the softball field. You may know our softball team won the conference championship in 2019. Her coach describes her as having a superior work ethic, a passion for her craft, an infectious, joyful attitude that make those around her better, and I couldn't agree more. While completing her Bachelor of Science in actually pre-physical therapy, this young woman also minored in psychology. She was an orientation leader in 2019, 2020, and 21. She also was a teacher assistant for D. Medford Baker, which D and I agree is a well-earned honor. And she also was a resident assistant, if that wasn't enough already. Her recent acceptance into App State's Master of Science in Exercise Science program reflects her hard work and dedication that she has shown over the last 4 years at Lees-McRae. I am so happy to present the Exercise Science Award this year to Christian Welch.
I would now like to ask Mr. Craig McPhail to come to the stage, please, to present the Fred I. Dickerson Awards.
It is my distinct pleasure to present the Fred I. Dickerson Award to the graduating male and female student athlete with the highest grade point average. Coach Dickerson was the first quarterback of the first football team at Lees-McRae in 1927. He also ran track and played basketball. He later coached multiple sports at Lees-McRae, as well as becoming the director of athletics before he retired. He then went on to dominate the senior Olympic circuit before passing away at the age of 106. Both of these student athletes completed their educational requirements while participating in intercollegiate athletics while maintaining a perfect 4.0 grade point average. As mentioned earlier, Johannes Oxnevad, captain of the men's soccer team, tutor, and overall general wonderful young man, is the recipient for the men's side of the Fred I. Dickerson Award. On the women's, thank you. The women's recipient is someone we all know and see everywhere on this campus and in the community. Needing 25 points to eclipse 1,000 for her career, Destiny Johnson scored 27 on senior day to reach the milestone. But that's not the highlight. The most impressive piece was the entire third grade class of the Benner Elk Elementary and their parents were in attendance and surprised her because of her incredible impact that she had on their young children. It is my honor to present Destiny Johnson the Fred I. Dickerson Award as the female graduating student athlete with the highest grade point average.
Our next award is the History Award, to be presented by Dr. Scott Hufford.
The History Award is given to a junior or senior history major who has excelled in the study and scholarship of history. I'm excited to give this award to a student who has been a pleasure to have in all my classes and in the history program at Lees-McRae. He's from Birmingham, Alabama, and transferred here in the fall of 2020 at a pretty tough time to come into a new school as a transfer student. But he has excelled both in academics and athletics and truly is the exemplar of a student athlete and what they can accomplish at this school. I'm sure many of you are familiar with his achievements in track, where he holds school records, and he's an All-American, I believe, and with the men's basketball team, so a two-sport star here. He also is academic, all-district, so, impressive in both fronts here. He's earned a 4.0 GPA in history courses and has a 3.98 overall at the school. You may have enjoyed reading some of his writing on the college website recently, where he has been interning with the communications department, writing pieces with a news and history angle. He's going on to graduate school to pursue a master's in communication, and I believe his ultimate goal is to go on to law school, where I'm sure he will do great, or awesome, to use the word of the night here. I'm honored to give this award to Brian Sims, Jr.
Our next award this afternoon is the Human Services Award Online, and that will be presented by Dr. Jennifer Lopez.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Jennifer Lopez, Dean of Extended Campus and Online Learning. Dr. Jocelyn Bond, the program coordinator for our online human services program, wishes she were here today to present this award. However, she was feeling a little under the weather and wasn't able to attend. So I have the great honor of presenting the Human Services Award this year. The Human Services Award recognizes
Our next award is the Musical Theater Award, and I would like to welcome Dr. Michael Hanna, who is already on stage. And perhaps instead of the Musical Theater Award, there's just going to be some musical theater. All right.
Thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing.
And thank Dr. Michael Hanna for coming to present the Musical Theater Award.
You know us in theater, we can't do anything without a production. It's my pleasure to present the Musical Theater Award this year, and I have had the pleasure of working with this recipient all 4 years since she got here in 2018 from the bustling metropolis of Yadkinville, North Carolina. The Musical Theater Award description you see in the program says that this person should demonstrate the ability of leadership within our program and talent on stage. And there is no doubt that the recipient this year has greatly exceeded both of those requirements. She's been in our technical work quite a bit. She's been working with me in the costume shop for several years. And she's also this year branched out to work with Natalie in lighting and doing things that I don't think she ever really thought she was going to do, and yet she's learned she can do them. And she's also obviously presented herself as a wonderfully talented performer on stage. You might have seen her in past productions of Young Frankenstein the Musical as Frau Blucher. What? There we go. You're supposed to have horse neighing in the background. If you've never seen Young Frankenstein, you need to watch it. Then last year, she also took on a very, very difficult role as Prospera, not Prospero, the lead in Tempest. We changed the gender, and it was an exceptionally difficult role, and she took it on and did a wonderful job with that, Shakespeare's production. And then this year, you would have seen her just less than 2 weeks ago, right here on the stage as one of the leads, as Violet in 9 to 5, the musical. So this young lady has more than demonstrated her ability to take on new challenges and to obviously demonstrate her talent as a performer. And I'm sure that she has more than enough of both of those qualities to carry her far beyond our classrooms, our shops, and the walls of this theater. This year's recipient is Miss Lillian North.
Now I'd like to welcome to the stage Dr. Claire Klein, who will be presenting both the Nursing Award and the Online Nursing Award.
The traditional BSN award is presented to a senior pre-licensure nursing student who exemplifies the values of promoting excellence in nursing care. This student is prepared to be a critical, creative, and collaborative decision maker in diverse healthcare settings, and upon graduation is eligible to sit for the National Council licensure exam. This year's recipient is from Gastonia, North Carolina, and has been a dedicated student working hard to complete the pre-licensure BSN program requirements of the college. She has received multiple scholarships. She's achieved the distinction of being on the Chancellor's list and the Dean's list for several years, and has served as a student representative on the May School of Nursing and Health Sciences Dean's Council. She demonstrates qualities of empathy and compassion in the care of her clients. She has excellent communication skills with clients, fellow students, and the interprofessional healthcare team. She is dependable, proactive, and motivated. You know, the COVID pandemic has presented many challenges during her tenure as a student nurse, from learning how to be flexible in the clinical settings to appropriate use of personal protective equipment, and of course, all the while acquiring useful knowledge in terms of nursing practice that protect the public and herself from a communicable disease. Her work ethic and professionalism will serve her well in the coming years as she transitions to the healthcare setting as a baccalaureate prepared licensed registered nurse. This year's recipient for the traditional BSN Nursing Award goes to Hannah Overton. And I have another award to make today. It is the Online Nursing Award, and it's presented to a senior RN to BSN nursing student who exemplifies the values of promoting excellence and professionalism in nursing care. This student is prepared to be a critical, creative, and collaborative leader and decision maker in diverse healthcare environments, and upon graduation, they will be eligible to pursue graduate-level education and leadership positions within the profession. This year's recipient has been an exceptional student, exemplifying the qualities of excellence and professionalism in nursing. She has achieved outstanding success in her coursework with a cumulative GPA of 3.93. She is inquisitive in seeking information and advice that has aided her in accomplishing quality work. She has exhibited caring and respect in her relationships with other students and her instructors. She lives in Wilkesboro and has been a nurse for 27 years, currently holding the position of charge nurse in the neonatal intensive care unit at Catawba Valley Medical Center. Her accomplishments have excelled during a time when the COVID pandemic greatly increased burdens within the healthcare system and on her personally, as she has continued to work in a hospital environment stretched to provide adequate staffing and care for increased admissions during this time. Her professional nursing capstone project consists of using the Eat, Sleep, and Console model to improve care of infants with neonatal abstinence syndrome, which occurs when infants experience intrauterine opioid exposure. To enhance her knowledge and scope of practice in her area of nursing, she plans to obtain an advanced practice registered nurse degree as a neonatal nurse practitioner beginning this fall. And I couldn't be more pleased to announce that Kristen Osborne is this year's recipient of the Online Nursing Award.
Now I'd like to welcome Ms. Amanda Merritt to the stage to present the Order of the Tower Award.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amanda Merritt. I'm the Director of Admissions here at Lees-McRae, and I also have the pleasure of working with our wonderful Order of the Tower students. Order of the Tower is our student ambassador program here on campus. So you saw them greeting you as you walked in today. They lead all of our campus tours, and seniors in 16 days, is it? They'll be your marshals at graduation. Order of the Tower has had lots of transitions and adjustments this year, and I just want to give them all a very special thank you for working so hard and staying dedicated to the admissions office and student recruitment. The Order of the Tower Award is a student who's been selected by their peers, and they've been awarded a scholarship for the upcoming school year. This student has provided exemplary service to the college through leadership, campus involvement, and professionalism. And this year's recipient is someone who humbly gives of her time and energy to pretty much every department on campus. She's involved with not only Order of the Tower, but she's active in student life, alumni relations, dining services, and on the soccer field, along with some other things that I am probably forgetting. I can always count on her to step up or even step into the Wiley costume whenever a job needs to be done, or just to pop in the office to say a quick hello. Her fellow ambassadors noted that she's never seen without a smile, always willing to help out, and genuinely cares about the people that she leads. This year's OT Award recipient is Mallory Roughton.
Our next award this afternoon is the Outdoor Recreation Management Award, to be presented by Dr. Katie Wall. Good hustle.
I wanted my stair escort. Good afternoon. This year's Outdoor Recreation Management Student Award goes to a student that excels in the classroom, in the outdoor industry, and this year on the slopes. She has worked in the local outdoor industry at Sugar Mountain Resort and with Mountain Alliance during her time here at Lees-McRae. Additionally, last year, she was the recipient of the A4, which is the Appalachian Adventure Achievement Award, which recognizes individuals who reside in the high country that exemplify the outdoor lifestyle. What is most exceptional about Lily Bauer is her thoughtfulness, intelligence, and her passion for teaching and mentoring. And also, if you didn't hear, she brought back quite a few national championship snowboard titles this year. Yes. Lily will be an extraordinary outdoor professional and will represent our college and our program like no other. Congratulations, Lily.
And now I'd like to re-welcome Dr. Dee Medford Baker back to the stage to present the Pre-Physical Therapy Award.
The Pre-Physical Therapy Award is given annually to a student of the graduating class who demonstrates exceptional academic performance and extracurricular experience. The decision is based on GPA, leadership, service, and community involvement. This year, the award is going to a senior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, who's excelled in the classroom as well as on the volleyball court. Her coach describes her as being the definition of a true student athlete, always giving 110%. She is a leader on and off the court, kind, humble, and driven. While completing her BS in pre-PT, she served as the captain of the volleyball team and on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee and the Student Athlete Leadership Team. She also served as my minion, lab assistant, for 1 semester, and I couldn't have made it without her. Success is often not tangibly recognized. However, her acceptance into Winston-Salem State's Doctor of Physical Therapy program validates her hard work and dedication that she has shown over the past 4 years at Lees-McRae. I'm happy to present the inaugural Pre-Physical Therapy Award to Olivia Ney.
Our next award this afternoon is the Pre-Veterinary Medicine Award, and that will be presented by Dr. Amber McNamara.
The Pre-Veterinary Medicine Award is given to a student who excels in a very challenging pre-veterinary curriculum. This year's awardee, through her leadership as a tutor and as a past president of the Pre-Veterinary Club, has helped numerous students as well as animals. She is the type of student that you love to have in the class, but also has the poise and the genuineness and the commitment that you like to have alongside you in a clinical setting. This student has influenced not only younger generations of pre-veterinary students, but also has encouraged her faculty members as well through that commitment. She will have a future that is as bright as she is. Her enthusiasm is unwavering, and if you know Arden Simmons, you know what I'm talking about. So I hope you'll congratulate me, or congratulate Arden, not me, I didn't earn it. Join me in congratulating Arden as our Pre-Veterinary Award winner.
I would now like to welcome Dr. Jim Carson to the stage to present the Psychology Award.
Comrades, it's with a heavy heart that I take the stage this year. As many of you know, for over a decade, the Psychology Department was able to accompany each year's award with a Sigmund Freud action figure. And sadly, due to the vagaries of overseas manufacturing, that will not be possible for the foreseeable future. But my heart rises when I begin to consider this year's award winner. Not only has she distinguished herself in the classroom, but in addition, she distinguished herself in the community. After her completion of her internship at Banner Elk Elementary School, they found that they simply couldn't do without her, and they offered her a paid position. She'll continue to do us proud as she enters Western this fall on an assistantship in graduate school. This year's award winner is Adriana Holofield.
And now to present the Sport Management Award, please welcome Dr. Lonnie Wilson to the stage.
Well, it's hard to follow Dr. Carson. If you will look at your programs, the Sport Management Award is wait a second, forget that. Let's just get to it. You know what this award is presented to. The student in sport management who is the most awesome. Yes. Thank you. This year's student hails from Kota Kinabalu, Malaysia, and came to Lees-McRae in 2018. She is also a member of the women's tennis team here. She has excelled in the classroom, earning a GPA of 3.8. She recently completed her internship for sport management at Hague Point in Hilton Head, South Carolina, and they've asked her to return back actually for this summer to work with them some more. In the fall, she plans to pursue a master's in business administration at King University just down the road, where she will also compete on the women's tennis team back against us with her years of eligibility, and then will serve as their graduate assistant coach. Please join me in congratulating Nurse Neem Shamsuddin.
Now I'd like to welcome Ms. Nancy Greider to the stage to present the Teacher Education Award.
I am Nancy Greider, Teacher Education, and have the pleasure of awarding 2 awards today. In Teacher Education, we are a small group, and we get to know each other very well. And I am very, very honored that I get to be the one to present awards to our, I don't even know the word for it. You have students who touch your heart. You have students who touch the hearts of their students that they work with at the elementary schools. And then you have students that you know are going to just change the world. So the first student that we're going to present this award to, you already know. An outstanding basketball player, a leader in the schools. When you can get an entire 3rd grade group to come to a basketball game, you've done something right. So Destiny Johnson, can you come up here? And our second award goes to another senior that is amazing in every way. Sometimes we get surprised as teachers, as professors. And you know, we don't say it often, but it just touches us when our students make us proud. And you guys know what I mean. So while we are proud of all of our students, I am truly blessed to ask Miss Lila Swan to come up here.
Next to the stage, presenting both the Teacher Education Award for online and the Teacher Education Award for the Surrey campus, I'd like to welcome Ms. Elizabeth Bush.
Yeah, you not have to make a graceful entrance. The first person I want to mention, unfortunately can't be here tonight, but she is one of our students from our Surrey campus. Her name is Pam Heggie. She's from Pinnacle, North Carolina. She feels teaching is trying, but extremely rewarding career. In her teacher ed application, she stated that a good teacher is positive and caring, and Pam exemplifies these qualities. And we are very proud to honor her with, from our Surrey campus with our Teacher Education Academic Award. Our second academic award for our online person, this student is from Elliston, Virginia. She left a career in banking after 13 years to become a literary aide at her son's school. Once there, she felt the call to become a teacher. She understands that teaching brings new challenges and new possibilities every day, and when faced with challenges, she turned them into possibilities. In her teacher ed application, she also stated, in her opinion, that teaching is an honor. It is my honor to call her a fellow teacher and to award Ms. Leslie Lawson one of our LMC Teacher Education Awards.
Our next award this afternoon is Master of Arts in Teaching Award, to be presented by Dr. James Carter.
Hi, everyone. I am honored to present Amanda Lubkeman of Boone, North Carolina, the Award for Excellence within the Master of Arts in Teaching program. Amanda is just the second student to graduate with an MAT at Lees-McRae, joining her close friend Ryan, the first graduate of LMC's MAT program, in earning the Master of Arts in Teaching in Biology Education. We can all rest assured in knowing that Amanda has earned this honor. She is competitive, driven, kind, knowledgeable, and passionate about teaching. I know these traits have been on display this year while she has been teaching high school science in Union Academy, a public charter school in Monroe, North Carolina. So impressed with Amanda were the administrators at Union, by the way, that they hired her in a full-time capacity before she had completed her coursework and licensure requirements. And she has lived up to every expectation they wanted to see in a teacher and that we want to see in a Lees-McRae Bobcat. Join me in appreciation of Amanda Lubkeman, Master of Arts in Teaching in Biology Education.
I would now like to welcome to the stage Ms. Natalie Davies, who will be presenting the Theater Arts Award.
I'm the only one who's not a performer in our program, so bear with me. The Theatre Arts Award is presented to the theatre arts student who has exhibited talent, dedication, leadership, and academic achievement in the theatre arts program. This year's recipient hails from Shelby, North Carolina. He joined our program in the fall of 2019, and in the time he has been with us, he has excelled as a student, actor, stage manager, artist, and leader, but most importantly, he has bloomed into the confident individual he is today. Most recently, he designed the lighting and performed in our student showcase of Private Voice, which was performed last night here on this stage. He also graced the LMC theatre stage as a member of the ensemble in 9 to 5 the musical. Earlier this semester, he was the stage manager for our production of Proof and excelled in the role of assistant set designer for the same production. He has consistently gone above and beyond for the theatre program. He is one of the most active team members of the reinstallation of the lighting instruments of Hayes as we work to improve this space. He is most definitely a good example of the excellence we strive for within our theatre program. I have had the pleasure of working alongside this student as a fellow collaborator, designer, and leader. He is a bright and thoughtful person, a dedicated scholar, a talented artist, and an accomplished theatre storyteller. and very much a joy to work with. I am so very proud of him. I look forward to watching him flourish within the theatre industry. I am so honoured to present this Theatre Arts Award to Tanner Thunderbrook.
Our next award this afternoon is the Wildlife Biology Award, to be presented by Dr. Michael Osborne.
Okay, thank you. The Wildlife Biology Award is presented to the senior wildlife biology student with high academic achievement and great enthusiasm for their discipline. And that last part is something that we don't lack in wildlife biology. In fact, students come here from all over the country, and one thing they all share is they are absolutely enthusiastic about wildlife. So that makes it really hard to pick who is the top wildlife biology student. This year, however, it was not hard. In fact, the recipient for this year, we started talking about her last year when we were having this discussion. It's like, is she a senior yet? No, nope, it's got to wait. But she actually just graduated this past December with a GPA of 3.89. She really stood out as one of the top performing students in every wildlife class I had, any of the classes any of the other professors had. She was the kind of student that you were just excited. You knew if she was in your class, it was going to be that much better. She was going to elevate the whole class. And so she helped me out tremendously in classes she had with me, like mammalogy. She was always there to help with live trapping of small mammals, or field biology, identifying all the plants that she learned in field botany, or all the birds that she learned in ornithology. Just extremely enthusiastic about wildlife, exceptionally passionate about birds in particular. And last summer, she did an internship with golden-winged warblers, and apparently she was just an amazing field technician for that project. And so I know that she'll be extremely successful in her career as a field biologist and will be an excellent ambassador for Lees-McRae Wildlife Biology. So Catherine McCallick is our award winner. If she's here, I hope she's here. So she graduated in December, so she might not have gotten the message, but I will track her down and get this award to her. She's probably out birding right now. So.
I would now like to welcome to the stage Ms. Nina Fischesser, who will be presenting the Wildlife Rehabilitation Award.
Good afternoon. The Wildlife Rehabilitation Award is presented to a student who has displayed true excellence in advocating for sick and injured wildlife on campus, in the clinic, in schools, and to the public. Alyssa Robertson represents the best that the wildlife community, rehabilitation community, has to offer. She is a senior mentor. As a lead trainer of our ambassador animals, she demonstrated the best practices in maintaining consistent care for our patients and our ambassadors, and guidance for learning students. It's one thing to think about our animal ambassadors, who a lot of people think are tools to educate the public. But our animal ambassadors have personalities, they have temperaments, they have moods, and it really takes a special student to keep in touch with all those characteristics that are going on all the time. I am in awe of Alyssa because she does such a fine job with our animal ambassadors and our students, teaching them the ways of the animals. I'm really proud that her future with the Carolina Raptor Center in Charlotte, North Carolina, on their education team makes me proud of her. I welcome congratulations for Alyssa Robertson. She cannot be here today because she's also out with her animals. saying goodbye.
Next, to present the SGA Staff Award, I'd like to welcome Mr. London England to the stage.
Good afternoon. The SGA Award goes to a faculty or staff member who goes above and beyond to help make the student experience as great as possible. When you ask students on campus what they love most about Lees-McRae, it's usually how personable the faculty or staff is. Kevin Phillips is one of those people that exemplifies that. As most of you may know, he now oversees 2 departments on campus full-time, the Enrollment Management Office as well as the Student Affairs Office. With his many hats, Kevin goes out of his way to ensure us students have a great experience. He advocates for students and does everything he can to take Lees-McRae to new heights. Congratulations, Kevin. The students are thankful.
And now to present the Faculty Academic Advising Award and the new Faculty Award, I will yield the microphone to Dr. Gill.
Thanks, Josh. Find my notes. Advising is critical to the success of our students. It helps with retention. We go to our advisors for everything. We go to our advisors for coursework. We go to advisors with problems, and our faculty and many of our staff have served tirelessly in this capacity. The Faculty Academic Advising Award is presented to a faculty academic advisor who delivers reliable, consistent, and comprehensive advising to their students. The advisor is available and accessible to students, demonstrates great advising skills, and engages in advising practices that are inclusive of academic programs, core curriculum, registration, career education, and personal assistance to students. This winner of this award this year has had a lasting impact on their students. I'm trying not to give the person away yet. When I moved here, I was amazed that no matter where I went, there were people who were talking about this person because they were a former student of this person or colleague of this person. This person also has, in my mind, what I think is an unusual preoccupation with x-rays of people who have broken wrists and ankles, and is also a tireless savior of squirrels, even when they bite her. She also has an incredibly great sense of humor and has provided constant, gentle guidance, not only to her students, but to many of us, including me. And so the winner of the award this year goes to Dr. D. Medford Baker. And the next award is the New Faculty Award. So the New Faculty Award is presented to a faculty member who's been employed at Lees-McRae for 1 to 3 years, and where they've excelled in teaching, advising, scholarship, and service. This is a difficult pool to jump into as a new faculty member, and this faculty member has shown a quiet, gentle presence across campus and a willingness to serve in all aspects of campus life, whether it's on committees, whether it's taking care of the greenhouse. This person has also single-handedly saved, I need to say, most of the plants within offices on campus and is beloved by her students and embodies courage, compassion, and grace, and is a complete delight to work with. And so our winner this year is Dr. Shinjini Goswami.
And now to present the Sullivan Award and the Edgar Tufts Humanitarian Service Awards, it's my honor to welcome the president of our college, Dr. Lee King.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see you and to see so many of our students and faculty be honored for your success. Congratulations from myself for the great job you have done, and it's a pleasure to see you honored today. I get the pleasure of awarding what I like to call the two sort of MVP awards at Lees-McRae. The first is the Sullivan Award. The Sullivan Award is presented to the college to be able to be given away each year by the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Foundation. The Algernon Sidney Sullivan Foundation was founded in New York by the New York Southern Society, and there are select institutions throughout the South here in the United States that are recipients of the generosity of the Sullivan Foundation. Among those institutions are among the strongest, most vital institutions in the South, and I'm proud that Lees-McRae is one of those institutions that is a Sullivan school. Each year, the Sullivan Foundation allows us to award two awards, but also they are supporting our new Sullivan Scholars Program and are doing a fantastic job as Lees-McRae with one of their partner institutions, working with Dean Amy Anderson from our School of Business, working with the Sullivan Scholars Program. But the institutions that are Sullivan schools count the Sullivan Awards among their most honored and time-honored awards that those institutions give. We give an award to a member of the community and an award to a member of to a student. It's my pleasure to announce the Community Award recipient first. Each year as we think about a member of the community, sometimes this has gone to a faculty or a staff member, other times it has gone to members of the local community who show an incredible dedication and love for Lees-McRae and Lees-McRae students. This year's recipient is one of those individuals from the local community who has gone above and beyond to develop strong relationships with our students, strong relationships with our faculty and staff. This year's recipient is the volunteer chaplain and mentor to our men's basketball team. He has spoken at numerous campus events. In fact, this year he was the speaker at our Martin Luther King Day celebration. He has helped students in need from his own pocket. And I'll tell you an interesting story. In the early days of the pandemic, as we were beginning to make plans for starting the new academic year in the fall of 2020, I reached out to the local pastors as the start of school was approaching. I've gotten to know many of those local pastors, and I reached out to them and said, I would encourage you and your congregations as we begin to get ready to come back to school to just simply pray for Lees-McRae, to think about our students and our faculty and our staff as we start what was a very unknown and potentially very dangerous situation for our community. And I learned in the response from this guy that many days he sits in his car at the parking lot at the Presbyterian Church praying for our students and our faculty and our staff. I'm sorry he's not here today for me to be able to give this award to him in person. I look forward to doing it at our one-on-one, but please acknowledge with a great round of applause the Reverend Alan Yawn. Our next award goes to a student. And interestingly, or not surprisingly, everyone who has already spoken about this student today has stolen the thunder of the things that I was going to be able to say about her. Because I was going to mention those entire class of third graders that came out to see her score her 1,000th point. I was going to get to talk about the impact that she's made in the local schools, that she's made as a member of our teacher education program and a leader in our women's basketball program. So I won't say anything more about the accolades that you've already heard about her today. I'm proud that her mom and dad are here because I hope that they will understand and know what a great job you've done raising a very fine young woman. Sorry, Destiny, please come. I think a lot of us do. Sorry for my emotion. I get passionate about our folks. The Edgar Tufts Humanitarian Service Award is given to one student and one employee of Lees-McRae who best exemplify a life of service in both the community and here on our campus in the spirit of our founder, the Reverend Edgar Tufts. Recipients unselfishly give of their time and talents. They show a true openness and concern for others and display a life of giving. Our staff recipient of this award is really an unsung hero at Lees-McRae. He stepped into a very difficult role mid-year as we had a transition in leadership in our technology offices. And I can tell you, since he has been in this role, it has been a game changer for our institution. His selfless spirit, his selfless dedication, his ability to troubleshoot, and to be able to do it with a strategic mindset for helping us get better, but most importantly for being able to do it with a smile and with an incredible sense of humility and humor. It's our honor to give the Edgar Tufts Humanitarian Service Award to Mr. Joe Baumhofer. Last but certainly not least is our student recipient of the Edgar Tufts Humanitarian Service Award. Many times I have been thankful that when we've had a program together where I've been speaking and he's been speaking, that I've had the opportunity to go first. Because when he speaks, he really leaves the room in awe, and he does such a fantastic job that you definitely don't want to follow him in his shoes. He's a member of our Order of the Tower, a member of our men's basketball team, a leader in student government, and is one of the finest, I think, young men that I know. From Lincolnton, North Carolina, a biology major, Mr. Lyndon England.
And now to present this afternoon's final award, the Edgar Tufts Faculty Award, and to give some closing remarks, I'd like to re-welcome to the podium Dr. Allison Gill.
Thank you. So I was trying to think about how to do this last award. The Edgar Tufts Faculty Award is the highest award that we can give to a faculty member. And in my view, this award embodies not only the best of who we are, but the best of what we hope to become as faculty members, which is saying quite a bit. When I first came here to interview, I was in an interview group with a faculty member and their students. And actually, it was Dr. Katie Wall. And I was so impressed by the way that the students connected to her, by the way she talked to them. I had never, ever seen that before, ever, anywhere. And I've been to a lot of places. This is a very unusual type of faculty member. This is a faculty member who I thought that her dean was joking when she said she was in Spain and it was over a couple days. I was like, oh, okay, Spain. I just called her because I was like, oh, there has to be like a Spain, North Carolina. So I just thought it was, no, she was actually in Spain. And so the thing about Katie is that when she's not building programs and doing everything else that she's doing and moving mountains, mostly by herself or with her colleagues, she's off in any of number of places. She's also an incredibly new mom to a very fortunate dog, Zoe, that she brings around, and I'm grateful. When I was thinking about her just now and thinking about remarks, I was thinking, well, you know, one thing about Katie is that as a colleague, she makes me want to try new things. I cannot imagine the impact she has on her students because I look at her and all of a sudden I kind of halfway think I can ski. I can't ski, you know, and I'm like, but I could buy a kayak and I could. This is what we need here, and this is what we have in her. And so I can't tell you how proud I am to announce that the winner this year of the Edgar Tufts Faculty Award is Dr. Katie Wall. And now I have a quick note from Dr. Lonnie Wilson, who's standing up right now. Dr. Wilson said, a reminder that you can and should wear your medals with your regalia for commencement. So there's that. So I want to thank all of you for spending some time together this afternoon to celebrate all of this goodness. But before I go, I want to introduce the literal final act. Avenue Q tells the hilarious, heartwarming story of a group of 20-somethings who live as neighbors on a rundown street in an outer borough of North Carolina. With big dreams and tiny bank accounts, the residents of Avenue Q learn valuable life lessons about dating, sex, romance, and unemployment, and all of that sounded a little familiar. So special thanks to Dr. Nicole Sonbert's private voice students for today's flash mob musical performance. I'd like to welcome them to the stage for one final performance of Only for Now from Avenue Q.
Everyone's a little bit unsatisfied. Everyone goes round a little empty inside. Take a breath, look around, swallow your pride. For for now. Don't stress, relax, let life roll off your backs. Except for death and paying taxes, everything in life is only for now.
Great. It was awesome. Why? No, I thought it was awesome. The showcases in talent. It's great. Yeah, you did a great job too. Thank you. Yeah, great ceremony.
Thank you. Thanks for everything. I had no idea who the awardees were. I'd forgotten that whole part. I was like, you got to say stuff about them?
Well, and thank you for letting me borrow your office. I think when Matthew was up there, he took mine away. I was like, oh, good. Like, I don't know what's next. So.
I am so sorry.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I should have taken it with me, but some people get flustered, they take their stuff.
I just took everything.